This time the topic is camera solutions. Definitely a very hot topic. Hopefully, we'll have some good discussion and some good questions. Uh, yeah, as every time, feel free to post your questions in the chat. And after the meetup official part, there's usually some discussion, and then feel free to also show us yourselves and just ask questions in the microphone as well. So I think it's okay for us to start. As I mentioned earlier, if someone misses the first part, they can see it in the recording. So I think I'll give the floor to Mix, and he'll introduce himself and tell you more about the camera solutions.
So yeah, hello everybody. My name is Mix, and I am your host today. A little bit about me. What do I do? I'm project manager at the company Mapon. My team basically do all sorts of integrations, device integration, system integration, and other kinds of integrations. And as you all know, that cameras is just another device to integrate, just a little bit complex than other devices. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm here. And like Robert's introduced, today's topic is camera solutions. And regarding to this topic, I would like to add that Mapon is evolving, and also the camera solution is next step to make so that we can provide the good solutions currently in demand for the clients or partners and or other involved parties. And here is today's agenda. And at the beginning, I will give you a brief insight about market prediction from Berg's Insight research. After that, in a few words about different kind of camera technologies regarding the video telematics, of course. After that, there will be some use cases for each of these video telematic system uses in a field from our experience, from our client experience. And after that, a short introduction about already existing video solutions that is available at this moment. And from that point towards, I will give you the next products that we will launch very soon regarding to event cameras, regarding to remote archive cameras, and also a little bit about our future ideas and future goals and the roadmap toward the future. And at the beginning, Q&A session, and also intro about the next meetups. So let's start with this kind of reason why that I want to just explain why just at this moment we are talking about video solution, not a few months ago or so forth. I would like to tell that each new technology for existing product like Mapon is like a flywheel. At the beginning, it is standstill, it is not moving, and it takes a lot of effort to start it to move a little bit. And for the last few months, we made a lot of research, we made a lot of tests, and for the preparation for the strong base for this solution. And at this particular moment, I'm pretty confident to say that the flywheel is starting to move. We can see that new solutions, how to build new solutions on top of our laying strong base. And yeah, this is the thing I want to announce. And the other thing that is a bit difficult in this kind of integrations and this kind of situation is that we want to build these new solutions embedded into existing products, not just some new window that displays just camera things, but we want to embed this solution so that, for example, it complement other sections with already existing good tested products into Mapon. So these are the few challenges I like like to point out. And yeah, at the beginning, let's watch some video about why camera solutions matter. And in this video, we can see that there is like a showcase with a reason why camera solutions matter. But in this silly video, we can clearly see that the small camera that are on this vehicle can solve the situation immediately, even without any police or any like other parties involved. So this silly video, I think, clearly shows us that camera solutions really matter. But from the more serious point of view, I would like to talk about the narratives behind these solutions. And in this video, we can see that there is cargo, there is truck that drives from point A to point B, and in the middle of road, there is some sort of accident. And of course, when the driver arrives, there are some damaged cargo, and some questions arise. What was the reason why the driver made this maneuver? What was involved, like other factors? And the driver explains himself, and the manager can either believe it or not believe it. But with this video evidence, it is clearly to see that the driver made the right choice, driver reacted correctly, and everything is as good as possible. And with this video, I would like to introduce that these solutions is not necessary only for fleet managers, but also they are quite useful in a lot of cases for the drivers. And these kind of videos, I would like to break the bias that drivers don't want to use these cameras. But in actual cases, there's a lot of cases that these cameras can help drivers as well, not just the fleet managers. So yeah, moving further about market prediction. A few months ago, Berg's Insight released the research regarding solely onto the camera and video telematics solutions. And from this research, there's like a estimation that in the next 4 years in North America, there will be 2.3 million new installed video telematic systems on vehicles. And also there is estimation that in Europe in the next 4 years, there will be 1.8 million new video telematic systems installed on vehicles. And from these kind of two numbers, we can estimate that demand for these kind of solutions will grow in the next few years rapidly. And after that, this is not like there will be some new technology that takes out these previous ones, but we can see that the legislation, for example, in the European Union will require all new vehicles after 2026 will require these driver monitoring systems, and this provides us opportunity that after 2026 there will be a lot of possibilities how to connect new vehicles to existing like monitoring systems and fleet management systems. So yeah, moving further about fleet telematic video systems and different kind of camera technologies related to these fleet things. And let's start with the most basic one, most affordable one, most common one, and this is the basic dashboard camera. The functionality is basically like it records all the time. It is very affordable, but there's a great disadvantage regarding to fleet management in such case that, for example, you got the driver is on the road somewhere in a different country, some accident happens. We know that there was dashboard camera, and we know that the footage of this accident is captured, but there is a few days while we are getting this evidence to our desk to take a look at it. And this is like disadvantage for such devices, so that we cannot evaluate the situation immediately. There is, of course, some use cases where also these simple devices are very useful, but in a modern fleet telematic management system, I don't think they can provide enough functionalities. And yeah, let's move further with the next type of technologies and camera technologies, and these are cameras with live streaming functionality. The main idea is the same. We extend the functionality of dashboard cameras, adding on top of previous functionalities optionality to connect to device and see real-time video. And yeah, we can use it in like periodic checkups if we want to see what exactly at that moment is happening on the road. We can use these for remote assistance. For example, we know that drivers some sort of like need to find a way, and we can like connect to the camera and help him or assist them in some port or some like docking station and so forth. But disadvantages for this kind of systems is so that it is difficult to like check all the fleet. For example, you've got 100 vehicles equipped with these devices with live streaming, and how you will see what is happening at all 100 vehicles. It is difficult. And even if each of these vehicles are equipped with 4 cameras, then it is almost impossible. You need a separate team just to monitor all these vehicles to capture like some crucial event happening. And of course, manufacturers know this, that you don't want to spend time just watching how the drivers drive. And in such case, there's like a different kind of technology, and this is event reporting cameras. And yeah, the basic idea is the same. It is a dashboard camera, but only it is equipped with like sensors. So in case something happens, for example, harsh braking, harsh cornering, in some cases even overspeeding, if something happens, then this camera automatically captures the footage of event and uploads it to the cloud, in our case to the Mapon. And what this provides us, it provides us so that we don't need to spend 24/7 watching live streams. We can manage large fleets only by entering once a day into the section to view all the latest events happening. And yeah, this allows us to like monitor large fleets with few resources. And also it provides us the evidence and the feeling that if something happens on the road, we will surely capture it and nothing will go by and will be not noticed. And also the next technology after this is driver assistance cameras. The basic idea is the same with the previous one, that these cameras can capture events, but only difference is that these cameras are equipped not just with sensors for the harsh braking, harsh cornering, and so forth, but these cameras are also equipped with computer vision. What this means? This means that the camera is capturing with artificial intelligence and other algorithms what is happening on the road. And in case, for example, a driver goes by the red light, this event is immediately captured and uploaded to the cloud or to the Mapon in this case. And these are so-called ADAS systems. In addition to this computer vision event capture devices, there's also DMS systems or driver monitoring systems. These systems are useful for in case driver is playing with a mobile phone while driving, or driver is fatigued, driver is sleepy. And in case driver is sleepy, these artificial intelligence cameras will capture it, also verbally announce to driver, hey, you're sleepy, please pull over, take a rest. And while it is announcing this notification to driver, at the same time it is uploading the evidence to the cloud. And in later we can see that if the driver is sleepy, a lot of times maybe we need to coach him how to avoid this situation or how to like improve his sleep habits. And then there's the last type of devices, and these are devices with remote archives. What this means? This means that device is basically the same like dashboard camera. It is all the time recording the video footage in his in camera's memory. And for example, if it is necessary, we can connect to the camera, ask particular time frame, and get the footage overview for this particular time frame in past, not in the future yet, but in past. And one use case for this kind of cameras could be that, for example, we got complained that in last Thursday, our driver was driving like a maniac on a city center. We can connect to the camera, ask the footage from the last Thursday, take a look at the footage. If the video shows us something interesting, we can save it locally and discuss it with driver. If there is nothing interesting, then we can just close the window and leave it as is and report as false claim. So yeah, and advantages for such devices is so that we can save the bandwidth. We don't need to monitor 24/7. We just use the mobile data only when we need to overlook some event in the past. So yeah, moving further. About all these technologies, I put them on graph for the idea. And the idea is so that usually each new technology, each new generation of devices are equipped with all the previous generation functionality. For example, like I mentioned before, live streaming cameras also got all the functionality of dashboard cameras. Archive overview cameras usually also provide live streaming and dashboard cameras. And I think you get the idea that each new latest and greatest generation of devices will provide all the previous generation functionalities. This means that also the latest and greatest generation usually will cost a little bit premium. So there is some cases that maybe you don't need like the latest and greatest. You can equip the previous generation device to particular client, and it totally provides all the necessary functionality what the client is needing at a particular case. And here are some examples from our experience and from our client experience, and also from the research for how, for example, on field these kind of different camera technologies are used. So the dashboard cameras are very good suited, for example, for insurance companies, because for insurance company you don't need live streaming, and you don't need to overview all few thousand of clients you got at a particular moment. You just need to take, if something happens, you just need to take out the black box of this camera, take a look what exactly happened, and you can solve all your needs by just simply using very basic cameras. But totally different story is, for example, regarding to car rental companies, because you need to react immediately if something harsh happens. For example, you lend your car to your customer do something silly. You need to get the evidence and get the situation immediately, so that when the customer returns your vehicle, you can immediately show him that, hey, in this moment of time you did something silly and this broke my car, so there's some penalty will be involved. So event reporting cameras are very good suited for car rental companies in our experience. But regarding to DMS and other systems, or driver monitoring systems and advanced driver assist systems, they are very useful in public transportation. For example, we all know that the public bus is very we want to be safe in these buses. And these two systems provide the additional safety with real-time warnings and also with a real, like, long-term monitoring of the driver, so that if the driver is usually sleepy, we can coach him, and maybe he changes, and this increases the safety of the transport. Or also it helps with the real-time alerting. Like I mentioned previously, in some of these cameras, it is possible to adjust. For example, if the camera is capturing the moment while driver is driving with mobile phone, it will verbally announce this, and some passengers or some participants in the vehicle will notice this and can report further to escalate this claim. And this will increase also the safety of the public transportation. And then there is also other cases for live streaming cameras. For example, good example in this case is police. We know that if we got the report in the police, we need to get as soon as possible to the place of the event that is happening. And this shows that the police officer will drive like a maniac, and it is totally fine for us. We don't need to get multiple reports with harsh behavior, because it is part of their duties to drive like a maniac to get as soon as possible to the point of accident or point of report. And in such cases, it is necessary for them not to be equipped with event-based cameras, but it will benefit if the vehicle is equipped with live streaming cameras. What this provides us? This provides us the possibility, for example, if there is just one officer going to the report, then he can leave the vehicle at the front doors while camera is capturing the front doors, and go around the building at the back doors. And he can, with walkie-talkie, he can tell the person in a remote destination that can see the camera that please take a look at the front doors while I'm heading around the building to evaluate the situation. And in case something funny happens at the front doors, remote person can immediately tell the officer, hey, something happening at the front, please go back, and officer can react regarding to this. And these live streaming cameras are very good for remote assistance and also for remote guidance regarding to, for example, refuel vehicles in airports, where there's like sometimes problems to find the correct plane to refuel, and then the dispatcher can also like instruct driver where to go to refuel the vehicle. And in case of large truck fleet managed companies, I think that it is necessary to point out that all of these technologies can be useful. For example, we know we want the safety for our cargo, and this involves driver monitoring system and other systems. We know that if something happens on the road, we want immediate evidence, and this reports, and this regards event reports. And in some cases, it is necessary to see the real-time footage, and this regards live streaming. So to sum up, basically the companies with large fleets, I see that all of these technologies can benefit them. And about existing solutions at Mapon. As you may know, currently Mapon already supports live streaming functionalities of StreamMax milestone and VCI cameras. And this is one thing I like to tell that our colleagues did a good job in implementing this. For example, we can see in this screen, like I told previously, we want not just to add functionality, but add it at the right place. And this is the clear showcase where we can see that in a live map, we want to see live footage. And this is the place where you can see that it is very finely integrated into the existing solution for the live map. We can see live footage, and if we want to like see a bigger picture, we can click on it and we can see the bigger picture. And this is already supported with Streamax, with the Milestone, and with the VCI type of cameras. And yeah, about moving further, there is 2 products that my team is currently working on, and one of them is camera events, and other of them is camera archive sections. And I can tell you that we are really close to launching these. For example, camera events will be launched in very soon. I hope that till the new year. And camera archive, I'm pretty sure that we will launch it till second quarter of 2022. And yeah, let's dive into the camera events product or camera events section. First, yeah, our goals for this section is, like all Mapon products, it is easy to use and add great value to the client, add all the necessary functionality to the product with ease of use. And here we can see how this product is actually looking. This is not some design render. This is a print screen from production tests. And yeah, this is how it is looking at the moment. And yeah, we are currently not just building this section, but also integrating, continue to integrate Concox JC400 camera that I will briefly give you insights at the end of the presentation. But yeah, short sentence about this is that we are really close. Yeah, and here we can see that or like ideas how we build this section and what was in our mind while we were developing this. It is simple filters, 3 simple states for event videos: new, saved, deleted, interactive thumbnails in case we want to overview the video even without clicking play. We can hover over mouse and see what is actually happening in this short video. Then there is idea that it is mandatory in some cases to add description, because maybe we want to see this video a bit, we take a look at this video after a few months and we forget all the other factors that play a role in this video, and adding description will help us to get our memory back. And yeah, and also there is attached map, of course, so that we can see in where the event particular point happened, and also additional functionality like download feature. And here I will show you quickly about these sections, how this new solution is divided. Like I mentioned previously, at the beginning, we can see in this place there is filters. Here is interactive buttons by which you can choose either you want to see only saved, either you want to see only new videos, or either you want to see deleted videos. And in this kind of place, in the third section, you can see that this is gallery overview of all these incoming events. There's also description, for example, overspeeding. There's also time when the event happened, duration of the event, and at the bottom you can see these circles, red circle, and here you can see also blue and purple circle. And these circles means that, for example, red circle is new videos that are coming into the system well from the last time you visited this particular section. The blue circles means that you take a look at this video and clicked saved, and this is stored permanently in the Mapon memory. And purple circles means that this video is deleted, but if we need, we got still like 7 days or so to restore this video. And what this gives us, this gives us the opportunity, in case we accidentally deleted the video we don't want to delete, then we can restore it and save it and add description and look further and save the video from disappearance. Yeah, and also there's like a video player section, description section, action buttons, action button section where you can delete, save, download, and move to the next video. And also some description of the event time, coordinates, vehicle. If there is driver, then driver also will display, and the type of the event fixed, for in this case, overspeeding. And down below there is also the map section. Moving further, I would like to demonstrate a quick like demo about this section from the production. I made this video a few days ago. Basically, this video is made on top of JC 400 cameras that reports the event from our installer's vehicle. And here we can see that simply when we click on the thumbnail, the video starts to play back automatically, and we can see what exactly happened at this particular moment in the video. This particular moment video was not very interesting, so we can delete it if it is not interesting. If it is interesting, then we can save it, add description, and so forth. Here I demonstrate the buttons, how you can use the filters. For this case, I selected previously saved videos. Here you can see I also previously added the description, dangerous overtaking in this case. And for example, I take a look another time to this video and I see that actually this wasn't so dangerous, and I can edit the description, and automatically the description will be updated when I click outside somewhere this description box. So yeah, here you can see how I typed that it was actually not so dangerous. After all, this is one way how we can do it. Another way would be just to delete it and do not like change the description. And here's another way how we can extend the map functionality. For example, in previous page below this pop-up window was a static map, but in this, when you open this map, it is possible to interactively zoom in, zoom out the map, and also overlook the video and also download the video if necessary. As some may say that this is like duplication of functionalities. In some way, it really is. But our idea behind this model is so that in the future, we would like to add optionality to share the video and share the video with URL, unique URL. For example, you want to share the video with some other person that is not into the Mapon, and then you can share the URL. Person opens the URL, and automatically this kind of a section of the screen appears, and he can look at the video outside of the Mapon. So, yeah. And another product that I would like to give you a brief insight is the camera archive section. This is also another thing that we are building, my team is building at the moment. And yeah, our idea behind this solution is so that, once again, it is easy to use. It provides all the necessary functionalities. And on top of all this, it seamlessly integrates multiple solutions at the same place. For example, at the moment, you can use Streamax or Hoven or some other platforms, and you got like multiple platforms where you can manage all these things. Our aim for this solution is so that we can integrate all these platforms into the Mapon, and you just need to enter one application, and you can see all the video live streams from all these other manufacturers. Yeah, here you can see all the other goals for this section. And this section is also not like in some near future, 2025 and so forth. It is actually quite in progress. Here you can see the design for this this section, and I can assure you that our team is working very hard, and in the next quarter, I'm pretty confident that this also will be launched and available for our clients. And to give you more evidence, I take a little screen recording how far we at the moment how far we are. And here you can see this is development test. This is not production tests like in previous event-based product, but but this development screen capture, I hope that give you also the insight how the product will look, and I hope that you like this. And here you can see optionality. For example, you can stream the videos, and in case you see something interesting, you can select the duration, add the name, select the particular channel, and click save and download the video to your local usage later. For example, the workflow is like you click the save, then the Mapon platform connects to the camera, ask the camera, hey camera, please send this particular time frame. The camera sends the video to the Mapon, and after that you can take a look at Mapon, and if you see something really, really interesting and you want to save it locally, then you can click the save locally, and you can download the video for the later usage. So yeah, this is 2 new products that I wanted to tell you about. And now I would like to tell you a bit about the future, how we see how we can extend the functionality of these 2 of these 2 products. So basically, these 2 products are the basis, and we will build on top of these products later. And here you can see that on top of existing, like I mentioned previously, one new idea is video sharing, so that you can share the video outside the Mapon. There's a lot of opportunities how we can use it. For example, like you want to provide evidence to insurance company. This you don't need to download the video. You can just provide the URL. The company open the URL, see the video, everything is good. And there's a lot of other cases how we see how you can use this video sharing optionality also in other cases. Additional thing that we are considering at the moment is individual driver archives. What this means? This means that, for example, we get a driver behavior section, and in this section, there is each driver is there is a separate driver optionality that you can overview. And in case you get some event incoming into the event section, you can save it and attach it to a particular driver. What this gives us, this provides us the opportunity in some later time, we can overview the particular driver and see that this particular driver got a lot of video events assigned to him, and maybe it is time to ask him to talk face to face and coach him and show him the evidence that there is a lot of things happening with his driving lately. This is one way how we see this. And also this assures that we can promote the good drivers, and we can coach the not so good drivers. Then another thing that we are looking forward is adding optionality to configure these cameras in the client side. The reasoning behind this is that the configuration of these devices highly affects how much megabytes you will of mobile data you will use. And for each client, the use cases could be different. For example, for some clients, they don't need smoking events uploaded because they allow the smoking while driving, and for some clients it is mandatory to use to get all the smoking events. So adding optionality for clients to configure this will provide a lot of functionalities to the end users, how we can adjust it, and also if it is necessary, they can like limit the mobile data consumption. Additionally, idea is that also we can add driver monitoring and other events on top of existing driver behavior section. I think this is one good way how we can like improve the driver's behavior section. For example, at the moment we only detect like harsh things, but we cannot get behavior, like driver behavior, real like behavior. For example, if the driver uses mobile phone behind, he can be a very good driver. He can avoid any harsh behaviors, but maybe he usually use mobile phone behind while driving. And this could add on top of rankings. And for example, if we detect that the driver is using mobile phone, we can, this don't matter how good the driver is avoiding the harsh things. If he is using the mobile phone, he is also the danger to the road, and we can like downgrade his scoreboard on the drive behavior kind of a like scoreboard. And yeah, there's also a lot of ideas about event escalation. For example, you can escalate the event in case you get event where driver is doing something tricky. You can escalate the event, send the event to the driver. Driver can take a look, provide the reply. You will take a look at the reply. If the reply makes sense, you can close the event or delete the event. If the reply does not make sense, you can close the event and save the event and add it to driver behavior archive and for the later use. And yeah, also there's like ideas for real-time alerting with URLs, like mentioned before, video sharing. And also there's a challenge particular to my team that we are willing to add more and more manufacturer support for video solutions in Mapon. So yeah, these are the future plans in short. And now about supported devices that we have integrated in 2021 regarding to video telematic solutions. First of all, I would like to point out this device. This is Concox or Jimmy. There's like two names for the same company, and the model for this device is JC400 with the sub models 400D, 400 without anything, and 400P. D means that it is with the driver monitoring support. And others, there's like additions also on top of this basic functionality. And yeah, the functions for this JC400 camera is so that they support driver monitoring events, fatigue, smoking, mobile phone usage, and there's a lot of other events supported. These devices also support live streaming. These devices also support camera archive overview. These devices also support harsh events. Also, these devices can be used only as GPS trackers. For some cases, for example, you got client that at this particular moment vehicle is not equipped with any GPS solution, then you can install this camera and it will work also not just as camera, but also as GPS data provider. So basically telematic device and camera in the same unit. Ignition blocking relay also is supported for this camera. So yeah, and there's 2 channels supported, front and additionally you can add either driver monitoring camera, or if you don't want driver monitoring camera, you can add like a long wire camera that you can install on the back of your car or in a cargo or some other place. And also there's like a secondary camera can be waterproof and without waterproof, and also monochrome and other ways. And other supported camera that we currently are working is not just the camera, but it's a whole ecosystem of cameras, and it is Streamax Saber 2 supported devices. Currently, we are in the process of fully integrating this, but we get, like previously mentioned, the live streaming. Now the camera archive is integrated, and there is a lot of other things will be integrated with these devices. And these devices in general support live streaming, camera archive overview, harsh events. Also, there is a built-in GPS tracker. They support more than 2 cameras channels. This means that you can attach multiple cameras, for example, forward, backward, on driver facing, left side facing, and other cameras. And there's a wide range of attachable cameras like wide angle, monochromes, color, waterproof. You can mix and match by your needs. Yeah. And then I know this is the hot topic for a lot of you about data usage and data plans. And the short answer is that it is very complex topic. At this particular moment, we cannot say that this particular camera with this particular configuration in this particular use case will use 2.5 GBs of data per month. Yeah, basically what I try to say is that we need to get more tests inside so that we can evaluate how much the camera is consuming of data, and then later we are willing to provide the necessary guide. For example, in this particular case, you can set this particular configuration and it will consume approximately this amount of data. But this will come in the future. At this particular moment, we need to experiment and we need to make some tests, and this will come when the flywheel will start to spin even faster than at this particular moment. And yeah, the advice is to get as large data plan as possible for a reasonable price, and yeah, pretty much I'm at the end of my presentation.
So in the next year, we'll be switching up the format of these partner meetups a little bit. We'll have, could you maybe put the next slide on? We'll have fewer meetups. There'll not be monthly or bi-monthly, but more quarterly meetups. So there will be 4, maybe wider topics. But in between these partner meetups, we'll provide more quality content in the forms of sales recipes, meaning that if we have any new products, or also we'll make them about existing products, we'll create such basically ways how you can sell them with use cases to your clients, and also information about how you can implement different solutions via the CRM, and how you can use existing and new solutions, but in a different format. The meetups are not going away. They're just going to be fewer of them and maybe wider topics. So that's our future plans. Yeah, thank you for joining, and have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.